A very good morning to all. Hope you are safe at home. Today I am going to start the first lesson in geography. The lesson name is resource. In this lesson we have to discuss about different types of resources, their importance and the methods to conserve them. Before going to start the lesson, we can list out some of the items which are used in our day-to-day life. In our daily life, we are using many items like food, clothes, water, vehicle, etc. All these are having their own uses. All these are able to satisfy our need. So we can say that all these things are resources. Actually, what is a resource? A resource is anything that can able to satisfy a need. A resource is anything that can satisfy a need. We can see many things around us. We can see soil, water, animals, plants, human made things like roads, bridges, electricity, etc. So all these are having their own uses. All these are able to satisfy our need. So we can say that these are all our resources. Actually, what makes a substance into a resource? Its utility or usability make a substance into a resource. All resources are having their own values. Some resources are having economical value. At the same time, some resources are not having economical value. At the same time, they can able to satisfy our needs also. The resources like minerals and metals. If you want to purchase these things, we have to pay money. That means these are having economical value. But some other resources like fresh air. If you want to breathe the fresh air, we don't need to pay money. If you want to enjoy the beauty of mountains, forest, that and all, we don't need to pay money. At the same time, they can able to satisfy our needs also. So we can say that these resource provide us aesthetic value. Some resources can become economically valuable with time. For example, our grandmother's home remedies for small wounds and burns. Actually, that medicine is prepared by herself, that is her own idea. That medicine will not be having economical value now. But the same thing is approved and patented by a medical company and it is sold in the market. It will become an economically valuable resource. Here, time and technology are the two important factors that can able to change a substance into a resource. When fire was discovered for the first time, it was used for only limited purposes like protecting us from cold and cooking. But later, after a long time, when technology is advanced, the same substance is started used in various fields like generation of electricity, incineration of waste, smelting, etc. So we can say that along with time, proper technology can make a substance into a resource. Let us go to the classification part of resources. Resources can be classified into three major categories: natural resources, human-made or man-made resources, and human resources. What is natural resource? The resource which are drawn directly from the nature and used without any modification. Those are called the natural resources. Examples are air, soil, water, etc. What do you mean by human made or man made resources? The resources which are made by human beings. Those are called the human made resources. Examples are building, bridges, and roads. Human resources are those resources which include skilled, qualified, talented people. Examples are doctors, teachers, engineers, etc. Natural resources are again classified into many types depending on the level of development, origin, stock, and distribution. Depending on the level of development, natural resources are classified into actual resources and potential resources. And based on the origin, those are classified as biotic and abiotic. Based on the stock, renewable and non-renewable. Based on the distribution, they are ubiquitous and localized. Let us discuss one by one. Actual resources are those resources which are used in the present. Their quantity is known. For example, black cotton soil in the Deccan Trapp region, coal deposit in Ruhr Valley of Germany, etc. Potential resources are those whose quantity may not be known and those are not being used at the present. These resources could be used in the future. The level of technology we have at the present may not be advanced enough to utilize these resources. We can say one example, the uranium found in the Ladakh region. That is the best example of potential resources that could be used in the future. Then we can go to biotic and abiotic resources. The living things constitute biotic resources and non-living things constitute abiotic resources. Examples for biotic resources are plants and animals. Examples for abiotic resources are minerals, rocks, soil, etc. Let us discuss about renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those resources which are renewed or replenished quickly. Examples are solar energy and wind energy. Non-renewable resources are those resources whose quantity is limited or whose stock is very limited. Once it is exhausted, it will take millions of years or thousands of years to reform or replenish. Ubiquitous resources are those resources which can be seen everywhere. Soil, water, air are the example for ubiquitous resources. Localized resources are those resources which can be seen only in particular localities. Iron ore, coal, petroleum are the example for localized resource. Okay children, we can go to the end of this video. What we have discussed today? Today we have discussed about different types of resources and their examples. Here are some questions. Try to solve this question yourself. The first question is, define the term resource. The second question, classify the natural resources. Third question, what makes substance a resource? Okay children, see you in the next video. Stay safe and stay healthy.